Hey everyone, welcome to the video of the week. Today's video of the week is NXT takeover Wargames 2 and WWE Survivor Series match coverage. So we're going to start out with NXT takeover as always because that was on Saturday night. NXT takeover was a pretty awesome show in my opinion. The match actually started out with a match that wasn't actually set for the pay-per-view originally, but it happened, and so I marked it down. It was Matt Riddle, the King of Bros, versus the knockout artist, Cassius, who stated earlier in the pre-show and multiple times that he was going to knock out Matt Riddle, and, well, the absolute opposite happened because Matt Riddle in just 7 seconds knocked out Cassius and got the win, and what was history-making win because he is the fastest win in NXT TakeOver history goes to Matt Riddle. So kudos to Matt Riddle for that, and kudos for a huge win. In addition to that, we had the Johnny Gargano versus Aleister Black match, in which Aleister Black came out victorious, in which was another fantastic match that contributed to why this pay-per-view was really, really awesome. Then you saw the match between Shayna Baszler and Kairi Sane for the NXT Women's Championship, in which was a 2 out of 3 falls match. And Shayna Baszler had Mariana Schaefer and Jessica Duke out there to help her out. They got involved multiple times trying to cost Kairi the match multiple times. Dakota Kai and Io Shirai came out to help out Kairi Sane, even up the odds. However, that did not help her out very much because Shayna Baszler got 2 wins over her, thus making her the winner of the match. And so Shayna Baszler won the match and kept the NXT Women's Championship over Kairi Sane, who only fought 1 time. And then we had the NXT title match between Tommaso Ciampa and the Velveteen Dream in a singles match. Tommaso Ciampa came out victorious in this match, though Velveteen Dream did show a lot in this match, and he came very, very close in this match as well to winning the championship. And without a doubt, I honestly believe that Velveteen Dream, whether it is NXT or on the main roster, will be a future World Heavyweight Champion. And not only that, but there was a situation in this match that I don't think was right. I wanted to touch on. Tommaso Ciampa had hit Mauro Ranallo in the face during this match. I'm not sure exactly why he hit him, but Mauro is not a professional wrestler. He is a commentator, for one, and 2, Mauro already has enough to deal with in his life with depression and all that. So I think that was way out of line to even hit him. And it wasn't an accident. He directly just hit him. I don't know what happened, but he just pretty much punched him in the face. And I don't know why, but I don't think it was right. Anyways, moving on, we had the final match of the evening, which was the actual War Games match, which saw the Undisputed Era taking on Pete Dunne, Ricochet, and the War Raiders, in which Pete Dunne, Ricochet, and the War Raiders came out victorious over the Undisputed Era, which was another awesome match. And War Games has always left chaos in the ring, so you guys really just have to watch it to believe it and see it for yourself. But it was an awesome match. Then, now let's move on to Sunday night's pay-per-view, or tonight's pay-per-view, which was Survivor Series. So Survivor Series is always about Raw versus SmackDown, and so let's get started. On the pre-show, we had the tag team SmackDown and Raw teams, where Team SmackDown won the match, getting the scoreboard set at 1-0 if you count the pre-show match. And the Usos were the final team left standing in that match. So kudos for them being the lone survivors. Then on the main roster, these will not be in order by the way, but we had the Authors of Pain representing Monday Night Raw versus The Bar representing SmackDown Live, and a champion versus champion match. Non-title Raw Tag Team titles versus SmackDown Tag Team titles. Non-title match as always. And a tag team match. And the Authors of Pain picked up the win. However, there was a very weird scene that happened in this revolving Drake Maverick. I'm not going to say what it was, but just watch it to believe it. It was quite different. Then we also had the Women's Survivor Series match, which saw Team Raw, which was Mickie James, Nia Jax, Tamina, Sasha Banks, and Bayley, because Ruby Riott and Natalya had gotten into a fight and were taken off the team. So Sasha Banks and Bayley replaced them last minute. And on Team SmackDown, it was Naomi, Asuka, Carmella, Sonya Deville, and Mandy Rose, who will be replacing Charlotte Flair, who will be facing Ronda Rousey due to the fact that Becky Lynch was injured. Anyways, but Team Raw won that match, and Nia Jax was your sole survivor for that match. Then we had the Men's Survivor Series team, which saw Team Raw represented by Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, Braun Strowman, and Bobby Lashley, versus Team SmackDown, which was The Miz, Jeff Hardy, Samoa Joe, Shane McMahon, and Rey Mysterio. Team Raw picked up another victory, with the final survivors being Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman, and Bobby Lashley. Then after the match, Baron Corbin attacked Braun Strowman. Then we had the Cruiserweight title match as Buddy Murphy defended against Mustafa Ali in a singles match, in which Buddy Murphy successfully retained the title, keeping the title around his waist. Then we had another champion versus champion match, Raw represented by Seth Rollins in the Intercontinental Championship holder. Nakamura representing SmackDown Live, and he is the United States Championship holder. And this was a non-title match as well. And Seth Rollins picked up the victory, in which was another great match of the evening. Then we saw the Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey in a non-title match against SmackDown Live superstar Charlotte Flair in a singles match, in which saw Ronda Rousey picking up the win due to disqualification after Charlotte attacked Ronda with a kendo stick, a chair, and all that. And some fans in the audience were saying that Ronda Rousey deserved it. What happened to her? Because she didn't deserve the belt. But it's hard to explain. Because, yes, Ronda Rousey, people are probably thinking, okay, Ronda Rousey, she can take anything. She's a former UFC fighter. She's a dominant force and all that. But come on, guys. She is a human being, for one. And two, Charlotte put a chair around her neck and stomped on it. That could have literally crushed her windpipe. And in addition to that, it could have even killed her. So, yeah, just take that in. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not sticking up for Ronda Rousey. I really ain't. Because I'm a fan of both Charlotte and Ronda. But when it comes down to it, that was very, very over the line, in my personal opinion. And then we had the final match of the evening, which was Universal Champion Brock Lesnar representing Monday Night Raw, and WWE Champion from SmackDown Live, Daniel Bryan, who beat AJ Styles on the last SmackDown Live to win the WWE Championship. in a singles match, non-title. Brock Lesnar won the match, in which was a pretty decent match, actually. Daniel Bryan gave him a fight, and so did Brock Lesnar. So it was an awesome match, in my personal opinion. But Brock Lesnar won the match. So if you guys are trying to figure out what the scoreboard leads up to, including the pre-show match, it takes it up to Raw 6-1 over SmackDown. So ultimately, Raw pretty much demolished SmackDown on this Survivor Series. But if you don't count the pre-show match, it is a clean sweep from Monday Night Raw on Survivor Series itself. But anyways, that's going to end it out. Next Wednesday's video of the week will be Walking Dead Season 9, Episode number 7 coverage, and you guys will not want to miss it. So have a great day. Peace, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.